The world holds many mysteries. Some we can explain. Others defy logic and reason. Demonic possession falls squarely into the latter. It is a terrifying phenomenon, a chilling glimpse into the darkest corners of our existence. Possession, the invasion of a human soul by a malevolent entity, has haunted humanity for centuries. It exists in whispers and screams, in ancient texts and modern accounts. These are not mere ghost stories, they are real-life nightmares filled with supernatural strength and inexplicable events. Imagine a frail individual suddenly capable of superhuman feats. Picture contorted limbs, voices that are not their own, and an unnerving awareness of the unseen. These are the hallmarks of demonic possession, a terrifying testament to the power of the demonic. These stories are not for the faint of heart. They are tales of horror, of battles fought against unseen enemies, and of the devastating consequences for those caught in the crossfire. Prepare yourself, for what you are about to encounter is not for the easily disturbed. Imagine a scene of utter chaos. Furniture overturns, objects fly across the room with impossible force. At the center, a possessed individual displays strength beyond human capability. This is not a scene from a horror film, but a chilling reality in cases of demonic possession. One of the most disturbing aspects of this phenomenon is the display of supernatural strength. Individuals, often physically weak, become capable of incredible feats. They might overpower several adults, levitate, or exhibit unnatural agility. Consider the case of Roland Doe, a young boy whose possession in the 1940s became infamous. During his ordeal, he exhibited superhuman strength, effortlessly moving heavy furniture despite his small stature. The concept of demonic possession is deeply woven into the fabric of human history. From ancient civilizations to modern times, cultures across the globe have documented encounters with entities that defy explanation. These encounters, often terrifying and violent, have shaped religious beliefs, social customs, and individual lives. Ancient texts like the Babylonian Talmud and the Egyptian Book of the Dead speak of malevolent spirits capable of possessing humans. These entities, often seen as demons or vengeful spirits, were believed to inflict illness, madness, and even death. The fear of possession permeated these societies, leading to the development of rituals and amulets designed to ward off evil. The Catholic Church, with its long history of battling demonic forces, has documented countless cases of possession throughout the centuries. Despite advancements in science and medicine, the belief in demonic possession persists. The enduring nature of this phenomenon, transcending time and culture, suggests that there may be more to the world than meets the eye. History is rife with chilling tales of demonic possession. These accounts, often documented by religious officials and eyewitnesses, detail the terrifying reality of individuals seemingly overtaken by malevolent entities. The stories are as varied as they are disturbing, each offering a glimpse into the depths of this unsettling phenomenon. One of the earliest documented cases is that of the demoniac of Gadara, described in the Bible. This unfortunate individual, possessed by a legion of demons, exhibited superhuman strength and terrifying behavior. The account, whether taken literally or metaphorically, highlights the ancient fear of demonic influence. In the 17th century, the Loudun possessions gripped France with terror. A convent of Ursuline nuns claimed to be possessed by demons, displaying violent convulsions, speaking in tongues and exhibiting lascivious behavior. The case, rife with political intrigue and religious fervor, resulted in exorcisms and executions. The case of Anna Eklund in the early 20th century is another chilling example. Her possession manifested in an aversion to religious objects, levitation, and speaking in languages unknown to her. Section 5. Anneliese Michel, a shocking case study. The case of Anneliese Michel stands as a chilling testament to the devastating power of demonic possession. This young German woman's ordeal, spanning a decade, captivated and horrified the world. Her story, documented through medical records, audio recordings, and eyewitness accounts, remains one of the most well-known and controversial cases of possession. Annalisa's troubles began in her teenage years with epileptic seizures. However, her condition worsened, and she began experiencing hallucinations, paralysis, and displaying increasingly disturbing behavior. Traditional medical treatments failed, leading her family to seek help from the Catholic Church. Believing Annalisa to be possessed, the family sought out an exorcism. Two priests, Father Arnold Renz and Father Ernst Alt, were granted permission by the bishop to perform the ritual. What followed was a grueling 10 months of exorcism sessions, documented in harrowing detail. Annalisa's behavior during these sessions was nothing short of terrifying. Section 6. The Exorcism of Annalisa Michel, a desperate battle. The exorcism of Annalisa Michel was not a singular event, but a series of grueling rituals performed over 10 months. The priests, armed with prayers, holy water, and crucifixes, battled the entities they believed had taken hold of the young woman's soul. The sessions were emotionally and physically draining for all involved, a testament to the relentless nature of the entities they faced. Annalisa's behavior during these exorcisms was erratic and disturbing. She would switch between personalities, each with its own voice and mannerisms. The demons, as they identified themselves, taunted the priests, boasted of their power, and made blasphemous pronouncements. Annalisa's body, racked by the struggle, endured unimaginable suffering. Despite moments of lucidity, Annalisa's condition deteriorated. She refused food and water, believing the demons were commanding her to fast. She inflicted injuries upon herself, scratched and bit her own flesh, and exhibited a horrifying aversion to religious objects. The once vibrant young woman was a shadow of her former self, consumed by the entities that held her captive. Beyond explanation, the power and terror of possession. Annalisa Michel's tragic story, culminating in her death in 1976, sent shockwaves throughout the world. Her emaciated body, covered in bruises and bite marks, became a chilling symbol of the devastating consequences of demonic possession. Her case, far from being an isolated incident, highlights the terrifying reality of this phenomenon and the profound impact it can have on individuals and families. While skeptics attribute Annalisa's behavior to mental illness or epilepsy, many believe her case defies scientific explanation. It serves as a stark reminder that there are forces at work in the world that we may never fully comprehend. The devil within, can we ever truly know? The question of demonic possession is not one easily answered. It delves into the realms of faith, spirituality, and the very nature of good and evil. While some dismiss it as superstition or mental illness, others point to the countless documented cases as evidence of a darker reality. Skeptics argue that there is no scientific basis for demonic possession, attributing the symptoms to psychological or neurological disorders. They point to conditions like epilepsy, schizophrenia, and dissociative identity disorder as plausible explanations for the bizarre behavior exhibited in these cases. However, believers counter that such explanations fail to account for the full spectrum of phenomena associated with possession. The supernatural strength, knowledge of hidden things, aversion to religious objects, and speaking in tongues, they argue, point towards a force beyond the realm of scientific understanding. As you question the annals of history and the chilling accounts of demonic possession, I leave you with this. Do you believe in the existence of pure evil, of entities that dwell beyond our perception, capable of infiltrating our world and our very souls? The answer, much like the phenomenon itself, remains shrouded in mystery, a question that each individual must answer for themselves. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, stay haunted. Check out our other videos on Whispers of the Demonic in America's Darkest Town.